West Ham have or are about to receive a £40 million bid for 𝘿𝙤𝙢𝙚 Malick Diouf. Now, in itself, probably seems like a great offer and would be an offer that would be too good to turn down. I'm going to say straight off the get-go, I've never been the biggest advocate of 𝘿𝙤𝙢𝙚 Malick Diouf. I've always been a little bit old school in my opinion, maybe, but he's a defender and he can't defend. Fantastic going forwards, great acceleration, crossing is very, very skillful. But in terms of actually sort of like doing what a defender needs to do, i.e. defend and try and keep the ball, stop crosses and defend well, I'm not convinced that he's got the attributes to do that. Certainly not at the Premier League level. I know we're not at the Premier League this season. I get that. 40 million quid, like I say, is roughly double. In a 12-month period of time, we're going to double our investment, despite having got relegated. On its own, is probably an offer we can't turn down. Here's where I've got a problem though. What are we going to do to plug the gap in the squad to try and sort of like make sure that we're in a good position to get back to the Premier League? That's my concern. And it's not just that, there's other little elements to this and they all stack one against the other neatly. And it's building a picture that's filling me more and more, maybe not with dread, maybe that's overblowing it, but certainly a great degree of concern. And I'd be really interested to know what you guys think. So get your comments in the section below, tell me what you're thinking. I want to try and gain an understanding of whether I'm alone in my thoughts or whether there's other people that maybe are thinking similar things to me. Drop us a like and a hype on the stream, helps to push the content out to places it otherwise wouldn't get. Share this onto your socials as well, and if you're not already subscribed, if I've done the editing right, there'll be a QR code top left. That takes you to our YouTube subscription page if you scan it with your mobile device. It's free, it's data safe, and it takes a couple of seconds of your time to subscribe. It just helps grow the channel into something bigger and better than what you find it. So help us out, come and join us on the journey. We appreciate your support. Get stuck in. So 40 million quid for 𝘿𝙤𝙢𝙚 Malick Diouf. Probably we need to say yes, and probably we need to say no as well. And the other things that stack up and make me concerned, we've moved on players like Fernandez, Summerville, Potts. Obviously now it looks like Diouf might well be out the road. And now I'm hearing about Magassa as well. Now again, not the biggest advocate of 𝙒𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤, but we've let Freddie Potts go. If we were letting Freddie Potts go, and we were going to have Magassa as one of our dynamic central midfielders, along with 𝘎𝙬𝙢 Kante, because I think in a 46-game championship season, you're going to have more than just one option. You're going to have a squad of players to come in and rotate and keep everybody fresh and firing and all the rest of it. So moving Potts on in and of itself, I was disappointed. He's an academy product, and I'm a huge advocate of the academy. But I could kind of see that, again, 23 years of age, there or thereabouts, Freddie Potts. I think he's about to turn 23. And you're getting offered 10.2 million for him as well. He's getting Champions League football with Club Brugge. Fantastic. Okay, fine. There's a case to say that maybe we had to accept that offer. Maybe we had to let Freddie Potts go. So 𝘿𝙤𝙤 Magassa came in the summer transfer window 12 months ago, one of the signings of Graham Potter. Now, was he a success? No, but I don't think he was an unmitigated failure, and I think that probably there was a hope on my part that maybe we'd see a little bit more of him, and I'd be able to really sort of work out whether it was going to be someone that maybe could make the step up to the Premier League if we made the step up. And now it looks like he's off as well. And you then look at who we've brought in as well, the business that we've done. We've made 𝘼𝙬𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤 loan to a permanent, 1 million quid as I understand it. Joel Veltman on a free, 34-year-old. Okay, great versatility. He can play centre-back, right-back. He's got lots of experience with Ajax, with Brighton and Hove Albion. Okay, fine, I get it. Manor Solomon, 5 million quid, 7 million if it's the bonuses are hit, the clauses. Well, he was I think he played 6 games for Spurs, and he's got a knee injury. He had a serious knee injury. Now we're talking about maybe getting Reiss Nelson. This is a guy that's played 50 Premier League games for Arsenal in 9 seasons. Again, a concern. We're talking about getting Troy Parrott in from AZ Alkmaar, 24 years of age, and someone that is banging goals in for fun in the Eredivisie, and I think he's still got room for improvement. Okay, I'm all for that signing. Now they're talking about that signing might be going a little bit pear-shaped, and who are we looking to replace him with? Jamie Vardy. Now look, Jamie Vardy, if we was to bring him in alongside Troy Parrott, and it would be Troy Parrott's your starting forward, and Jamie Vardy's going to be the guy coming off the bench the last 20 minutes, half hour to stretch defences, might get the odd start here and there, a bit like Callum Wilson did last season. But he's very much your finishing striker. Now it looks like we might be getting him in as our main striking option. I mean, okay, look, we got Tati, maybe not our main striking option, but I'm really getting concerned here. And here's the thing. If this was under the stewardship, the chairmanship of David Sullivan, I do have to ask the question, how would we be reacting right now? We would be up in arms, I'm pretty convinced. Now look, I'm no fan of David Sullivan. I am absolutely, make no mistake, I am not advocating that David Sullivan should still be the West Ham chairman. He should have gone a long time ago. A long time ago. But I think that Daniel Kretinsky, and he is the co-chair at the moment, alongside Vanessa Gold, and I know that there's stuff going on in the background, and I do wonder how much this is deflecting from things and causing a distraction. I don't know. It cannot be helping. I know there was that statement about it's not going to interfere with the... Bullshit. Sorry. Bullshit. I'm calling it. It would appear it is impacting things. The evidence is there. We've made, in transfer fees, what, 150 million? If we accept the 40 million quid from Brentford for Diouf, then that's going to be 190, thereabouts. If we move Magassa on, I mean, I don't know what the price is possibly for him, but how much did we pay for him? 15 million, 20 million? Would we be looking to make a profit on him? Whatever. I get that we've been relegated from the Premier League. I get that there's a drop in earnings. I get that we've got the debt. But we need to be able to try and push back to the Premier League, don't we? And we can't keep doing it if all we're doing is selling players, and okay, for good money, but there goes another player, and we'll replace them with injury-prone players, old players. I'm sorry, I think that if this was under the previous chairmanship, there would be a lot of grumblings, a lot of murmurings of discontent. And I'm not seeing it, and I'm really puzzled as to why. Maybe I'm alone, but I do think that Daniel Kretinsky is getting a little bit of an easier time. Certainly a lot easier. Let's not forget, he's been at the club for 5 years. He's not just turned up. He's not just sort of got off a plane from the Czech Republic and rocked up at West Ham for the first time. He's been here 5 years. What is going on? It's really puzzling and really concerning. That's a really large bumblebee, that. Bloody hell. That is a really large bumblebee. Did you see it? There you go. Little bit of nature there. Little bit of David Attenborough watch. But it's just, I'm really concerned. There's all these things stacking up against each other. Like I say, I understand we're selling players for good money, but what are we doing to reinvest it? We're reinvesting it on old players, injured players. Reiss Nelson, like I say, not really a sort of like a rip-roaring success at Arsenal. Has his injury problems as well. He's never really settled down at any club. 50 Premier League games in 9 seasons. Manor Solomon, 6 Premier League games for Tottenham, I believe he got. Knee questions. I'm concerned. The season's creeping ever closer, you know, and Arne Engles, another one. Let's talk about that. Arne Engles. It was said we were going to put in a third bid for him. That was a week ago. How long does it take to put a bid in for a player? Put the bid in. What is going on? Why are we taking so long to do our business? As I say, they're saying that all this crap behind the scenes with Stavely, Gold, Kretinsky, Sullivan, that little power battle going on, it's not going to affect the running of the club. What a load of bollocks, honestly. It is affecting the running of the club. 𝙒𝙀𝙀𝙚 and Nuno probably haven't got a clue what's going on. They don't know who's going to be running the club from, you know, at the end of the season or after the transfer window's closed, or beggars belief. Absolutely beggars belief. We're creeping towards that opening game against Burnley, and there are more questions than answers. There really are. I'd be interested to know what you think. Am I worrying unduly? Is it all going to be a storm in the tea club? Will it be all right on a night? And this will all be just a complete waste of 12, 13 minutes of my time, just having a bit of a blow off to this camera here? Or will we look back on this and go, he had a point? I hope it's the former. I hope that it's just me having a little bit of a whinge, and I can look back and go, well, I looked a bit of an idiot there, didn't I? Won't be the first time. Anyway, get your comments in the section below. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of going on at West Ham at the minute, and we've gone from a place where, despite the relegation, obviously with Sullivan being kicked into touch, there was a lot of optimism, a lot of happiness in the immediate aftermath of relegation, which is really, really weird. 50,000 season ticket holders sold. We was all sort of like saying, brilliant, great, onto a new dawn, onto a fresh new era. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Really, really worried. And like I say, I hope I'm worrying unnecessarily. Get your comments in the section below. Let me know your thoughts on all of the above. Drop a like on the stream, give us a hype if you've got one available. Share this on your social media platforms. If you're not subscribed to the channel, if I've done the editing right, there'll be a QR code top left. Get your mobile device out, scan that, takes you to our YouTube subscription page. It's free, it's data safe, takes a couple of seconds of your time, and helps grow the channel into something bigger and better than it is as you currently find it. So come and join us on the journey. We thank you very much indeed for your support. What do you think? Let me know. Comment section below. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you soon. Come on, you irons.